Welcome to another round of our social media and editorial updates. A lot is going on right now in Nigeria, and as we promised, we'll be bringing you updates as and when they are available. With me in the studio right now to conduct this round are, again, Humble Prince, Olufaloye,
yes,
and
Yes.
Neoma Okori
Yes.
from the social media team. Thank you very much. Let's start with you, Olu.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well,
Any updates?
Yes, reports are coming through now, all various media outlets, and of course, SaharaReporters.com, that INEC is postponing the emails, the elections until tomorrow. So I think that's just a huge
You mean
setback.
extending the
election.
period for voting till tomorrow?
Right.
What's
yes.
the motive? What's the reason?
Well, some of them were technical problems with the biometric cards. Some has been some security concerns as well. So it's just there've been some violence, which you hope that wasn't going to happen, but reportedly dozens of people have been killed and by various attacks by unknown gunmen. So
we are receiving reports of at
Yeah.
least 2 people that have been confirmed dead in an
Yes.
attack by Boko Haram. This
Right.
particular attack, I think, has been
rescinded,
accepted by
Right.
Boko Haram as their work.
Okay.
So, I mean, because this has been credited to Boko Haram,
right.
so that we know for sure. Is that the same attack, for instance, that
No, this
probably are turning up new figures?
This was an attack by gunmen, unknown gunmen. So of course, that's going to really put some fear in the minds of people, and until they could get the appropriate security to make sure these polling sites are secure, then I guess that's one of the reasons they postponed the election to.
It's still on the
tomorrow. They extended it.
extension of
They
the
extended it, right, sorry.
of the election.
Right.
My understanding is that you go and first register,
Yes.
not register, but like
Get a-
confirm your
Right.
get
With your
accreditation. Is that
fingerprint.
what they call it?
Right, accreditation,
And then
right.
go home and come back to vote.
Yeah, some have done that. Some people did that. Some actually waited too, but some people, I'm getting various reports. Some people have said voting for them has been peaceful, without any activity, it was just peaceful and stuff like that. But we're getting some. Yeah, go ahead.
How is the extension going to affect the elections? Is the opposition, for instance, going to accept an extension? Whose decision is it? Is it INEC's decision? Is it
I think
an
it's
executive
INEC's
decision?
Yes.
Actually, and I think it will definitely affect the voting and the elections because it gives people more of an opportunity to go out and vote. For one, I think weather has something to do with it too. It's raining right now, heavily in Lagos, but people are still chanting rain or sun will still be here.
Right,
And
so-
a lot of people are having problems in their own areas of voting. Like, for example, one tweet is, my polling unit, P&T Agbani Road, Enugu, 9:50 a.m. and no sight of INEC officials right now. So one issue is that there's no sight of INEC officials. There's other issues where the card readers aren't working and people don't even know how to operate the card readers.
Right.
There was even one tweet that went out. About how that INEC trained certain officials, and now they weren't even able to go on with the. They were fired basically. They weren't even used. They ended up hiring new people who had no idea of how to even operate the card readers. So that is from one of our citizen reporters. On the ground.
What generally are people talking about on social media? What are people focusing on? Nigerians especially. What are they focusing on?
Well, the biggest thing was obviously the extension of the elections, and then there's some positivity going on. People are sending in their thumbprints and their thumbs, saying that they just voted. And there's another one here about people are posting pictures of them at their polling units. People are posting pictures of their thumbs, and so it's a mixture of positivity and negativity. There's some issues of the card readers and not having their PVCs, and then there's some people that are doing well.
Okay, so we also picked up a news item on the Sarah Reporters website to the effect that INEC ad hoc officials are protesting. What are they protesting about?
Can you repeat the question?
INEC ad hoc officials are reportedly protesting about something they're not happy about. It's a story on
well-
the Sahara Reporters website.
Oh, yeah, we have to get some more updates on that.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we haven't gotten news to that on social media as of yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me just give some other updates. Like, so, Rudolph Okonkwo, Sahara Reporter, just had an exclusive interview with Governor Rotimi Amechi, who's the governor of River State, and he said he thinks the election should be canceled because all all the setup for the voting has been compromised by the PDP. So he did make mention of that. So I don't think that's going to happen. Like the result paper, they're saying that can't be found. So he was asking for just a cancellation. I don't think that's going to hold.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yes, security in these areas needs to be stressed, and we have to hold security accountable for these type of
definitely.
issues because we need to make sure that the votes are being counted and they're being secured in safe places. But
Right.
I think that's one of the issues going
Okay,
on.
so at the beginning of the program, we mentioned also in the news headlines that there were bomb blasts
Right.
in Enugu and some other places.
Right.
Okay, now according to an Associated Press report, that assertion has been, or that report has been debunked by President Jonathan. He says he has no reports of any bomb blast in Enugu. He says the governor of Enugu actually told him that
Really?
there's no bomb blast in Enugu.
And that's interesting. So how did people just come up with this
Yeah,
news? Did
like
it
is
just,
that even verified?
Yeah, did this news just come out of thin air? I mean, the citizens on ground, everybody's reporting it. So
Right.
multiple media outlets, like I said, reported that happened. So where he got his information from is
Social
don't know.
media, do we have any images, for instance, of this,
Of the bomb blast?
incident?
No, we don't. Actually, we don't have any bomb blast.
that's a good point.
Pictures.
Right, so
yet.
maybe-
Yeah,
but
because
that would
I
be
would
something
expect
that.
I would expect that people would definitely put out
Right.
pictures,
Right.
lots of them also on social media.
In our next update, we'll definitely tweet out to people and ask them for photos. Yeah.
And then we'll also try to reach Enugu, somebody from Enugu, and ascertain if indeed there was a bomb blast or if this
Right,
is just
that's good.
another
Yeah.
false flag.
Yeah, just some other updates from our editorial team. They said Buhari arrived at 5 p.m. to cast his vote in Katsina, which is a good thing. As voters waited in the heat, reports suggest that tensions heightened. A number of fights were said to have broken out this morning, and at least one person was reported to have been shot. That was in River State. Those are just some of the things that's coming in. And then earlier this morning, the All Progressives Congress, APC, this morning raised an alarm over suspicious election-related activities being carried out in Lagos, including the distribution of military uniforms to thugs and the hacking of phone lines by its key leaders. So that's just stuff that's coming from our editorial team. So, I mean, things, seems like the plot is thickening by the minute. So, great.
Indeed. Any last inputs,
social
Neon?
media.
No, actually, yeah, it's really the same thing now. We're just still looking forward to more tweets and pictures of people sending
Okay.
in
Great.
their thumbnails and talking about their experience of voting today.
And then could you also bring us to speed on how to join the convo
Yes.
on social media?
So we have 4 popular hashtags: Vote Report, we have Just Voted, Stay to Count, and Nigeria Decides.
Those are
So-
on Twitter.
Yes.
What about the other Facebook
No,
platforms?
same for Twitter and Facebook. Use all those hashtags and send in those pictures so we can find out more about your experience.
Okay, great. And editorial?
The same hashtag. Just read out. They can go to our website. Leave
Definitely.
a message there. Facebook, everywhere. We're just coming in. We also put out the information for, I think, the WhatsApp and BBM. So
Yeah,
it's all about.
That is vital.
Yes,
We know,
please.
for instance, that almost everybody would have access to WhatsApp. So join the conversation, make your voice heard via WhatsApp. That definitely will come to us. Make it short so we can tap into it and read it. At a point, our social media team will be reading some of your tweets and some of your messages on Facebook, etc. We also invite you to join the phone conversation when it comes up and all the other platforms. Thank you. We'll be back with another update in no time at all. Sarah TV.